Hi, this is Brett Ingram, award-winning entrepreneur, and today I want to share with you 12 tactics to get customers to spend more. So we all need to be able to grow our sales, and we need to be able to do it in whatever way we possibly can. What normally happens when we think about growing our sales and building our business is we think about how to get more customers. And getting more customers is obviously a great way to do that, but unfortunately it's also the most difficult and it's the most costly, because to get a new customer costs a lot more than to get someone who's already shopping with us to spend a little bit more. So one of the very easy ways to be able to generate more sales, and one of the very easy ways to be able to generate not only sales, but sales that lead to higher revenue and higher profit, because generally the profit margin is higher on sales that we're dealing with existing customers as well. One of the easiest ways to do that is to find ways to get our current customers and people who are actively becoming our customers each and every day to actually spend more with us. Buy more often, spend more per sale, and things like that. And there are a number of different tactics that we can use to actually go ahead and go about doing this. If we were able to increase the average sale per customer, if we had a customer and our average customer spent $100 with us and we had 10 customers, we have $1,000 in revenue, right? Now, if we can get those customers to spend 150, we still have the same 10 customers. But now they're spending 150, our revenue goes up to 1,500. So it's very significant if we can actually pull this off. And there are a number of ways to do this, and some of them are very easy to implement. In fact, they might be something that we should have been doing for a long time and we just overlooked. So it's important that we go over them all, so in case we aren't using any of them, we can start to implement them in our business right away. Basically, what we're going to do is try to use various tactics that give customers extra value, make them feel special, and let them know how much we value and care about them, while at the same time giving them an opportunity to get more of what they want, because they obviously like our products and services, and do it in a way that it's a win. So what we want to do is encourage customers to spend more during each transaction. And so here are some effective ways to do that. The first is one I'm very sure you're familiar with, and that is bundle offers. Who doesn't know about the bundle, right? You go to BJ's or Sam's Club or whatever, and you can buy 12 jars of ketchup for half the price that you'd buy each one at the general store for it, right? But obviously then you're dealing with a lot of ketchup. You're spending more money, but you're getting more on average for your money. And so it just depends on whether or not that makes sense. But bundle offers are quite simply offering bundled products or services at a slightly discounted price compared to buying them individually. So it's not any different. You've probably seen maybe a candy bar or a soft drink or a bag of chips, and those little bags that are sold. And when you read it, it says in little fine print somewhere on the wrapper, not labeled for individual sale or not labeled for retail sale. Because the idea is they're getting them at a bulk discount. It's not to break that package up and sell them all individually for more money. It was a bundle deal at a bundle discount. Exactly the same idea. So it encourages customers to purchase more items at once. BJ's and Sam's Club, or I'm sure there's 100 other chains across the country, that's their whole business model. The entire thing is set up like a warehouse with giant quantities of everything at discount prices. And it's a couple entire companies with that as their entire business model, and it works. So there's no question it'll work for us in our individual businesses. We should 100% be always offering that when and where we can. A second thing is cross-selling. Second tactic. Now, cross-selling we're all familiar with as well, because we're basically talking about recommending complementary products or services. So whereas a bundle is, instead of buying one, buy 5, buy 10. Cross-selling is, do you want a drink and fries with that? You want fries and a drink with that, right? You go to fast food, you go to get a hamburger or whatever it is, and they always ask you if you want fries and a drink, because those items complement the hamburger. Most people want the fries with the hamburger, and then of course you need something to drink. So most people want all those things together. You can buy them as a meal, but if you try to order one individually, they'll ask you if you want that to go with it. So cross-selling is basically recommending complementary products or services to what the customer is already purchasing. So the basic idea here is we have to tailor this to whatever our own specific business is. So for example, if we were selling camera equipment, if a customer is buying a camera, we can suggest additional lenses, memory cards, camera bags, things like that. And by the way, all these tactics, it's important to know, while some of them are more geared for or were invented during the days of one-on-one, like in-person selling, it's important to note that all these things can be done online in a shopping cart also. There's technology out there that when someone clicks on it, it can say, hey, would you rather have 5 of these at a 30% discount per unit? Or do you want to add this and add this to your order? Most people bought these 2 other things, and they get a discount if they buy them all together. That stuff can all be automated online in a shopping cart. So it isn't as though we need to have salespeople or a showroom in order to be able to do this stuff. The third thing is, their third tactic is upselling. So we want to offer a higher end or upgraded version of the product that the customer is considering. You go to a car dealership and you're shopping for a car and you say, oh, you know what, I like this Toyota Prius. And how much is that or whatever? And they say, okay, it's this, it's pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah. Did you know that we have the Model 5, which is above this one, and it comes with these 5 extra features, and the sticker price is only this much more, right? So they're basically trying to upsell us on a higher version, better quality, more features, those kinds of things. It's an upgraded version of the product that they're considering. So what we want to do when we're the proprietor, when we are the vendor or the company, is we want to highlight the additional benefits or the features of the premium option. So if someone is buying a bracelet, we can say that the bracelet's nice, but just that is 18 karat gold and it's only a gold finish. This bracelet over here is 24 karat gold and it's solid gold for X amount extra. And so basically that's the idea of the upsell. It works very well, just like all these other things do. Because remember, the important thing to note is that in each one of these cases, the person has already made the decision to buy from us. The hardest thing to do is to convert a prospect into a customer. Once they've decided they want to buy, then it's far easier to get them to buy more, buy additional things, or invest more in whatever it is that they want to get more benefits. The fourth thing, and this is like the bundle, it's related, but I want to bring it up anyway because I think it can be different also, is volume discounts, right? So the difference between this and a bundle is the bundle is usually like a pre-packaged idea of, okay, you get 12 of these in a box. If you buy a case, you get it at this price. Volume discount could be a little bit different. It could be a little bit more organic, and it could be a little bit more sort of freewheeling or off the cuff. So what you're basically doing is saying, if you purchase larger quantities of the items, then they will be able to get a better price. And so what you can say is, if you buy 3 of these, then you get them at 10% off. If you buy 5 or more, 20%. And if you buy more than 10, you get 25% off all of them. And so it's slightly different in that we're basically saying you get a volume discount for buying more. That it's not prepackaged, but regardless, you're able to get this all at a discount because you spent more and because you bought more at one time. A fifth thing that we could do is we can offer a loyalty program. These are very popular and very successful because the customers already decided they want to buy through us anyway. I think of this like the old punch card system. Now they don't do this anymore, but at the car wash around the corner, they used to have a punch card system. At Stride Rite, where I used to buy shoes for my kids when they were really little, they used to give you a punch card. And every time you bought a pair of sneakers or a pair of shoes, they put a little punch in the card. And when you get to your 8 punches or 9 punches, the 10th pair is free. The idea of that is that you're going to keep going back there because when you need to buy another pair of shoes, even if you're not loyal to Stride Right, even if you're not thinking, these are the best sneakers I could ever get, why would I ever shop anywhere else? What you're going to think instead is, listen, I can go somewhere else, but then I'm going to have one purchase there, one purchase there. If I go there, if I do that enough times, one of these is going to be free. The famous example of this right now is all these fast food chains. They all have a loyalty or rewards program. Whether it's Jersey Mike's or whether it's Panera or Chipotle, you give them all your contact info so they can send you promotional messages and coupons. And in return, the more you spend there, the more credits that you earn. And so what that makes you do is when you're thinking about what you want for lunch, there are a lot of different options. And most people like variety in what they eat. But if you're torn, if you're on the fence, if you don't really care, or you're just looking for convenience, you're going to default to the one where you have the loyalty program because you're going to get something free eventually. So a loyalty program is a great way to do this. And again, it can be done online or in person. But if we implement a loyalty program where customers earn points or rewards for each purchase, and by the way, it doesn't have to be a freebie after a certain amount. It can be a discount. It can be a bonus thing or a bonus item or something like that. But what that does is it encourages them to spend more to reach the higher reward tiers. People also like exclusivity. So if we can turn this into some sort of a way where there are levels of it, that's always very popular too. If you think about this from the credit card business, the irony is if you get a black card from most of the vendors, it costs like $250 to $500 a month, a year to own that card. It's by far the most expensive. And you get this concierge service and all this other stuff, which most people never even use. But it's the prestige of knowing that you have that card. Oh, it's made out of real carbon and stuff. Does that really matter? It works the same way as any other card. But it's the prestige about it that people want to be at that level because it indicates a certain level of success and it makes people very happy. The sixth thing that we could do is we could offer limited time offers. These are always great because, again, people are already shopping with us anyway. So we can create urgency by offering limited time promotions or discounts. This can be done in the form of a coupon at checkout, where when they buy, that's when the clock starts ticking. If you buy again in the next 48 hours or 30 days or whatever it is, you get this discount. It expires 30 days from now or 2 days from now or whatever. It could be a sale based on a holiday or whatever else, or based on the fact that they made a purchase, whatever it is. But if we have a limited time promotion where they have to make a purchase in order to save within a limited amount of time, customers will often, if they're interested in getting more, will be more inclined to make additional purchases if they think they're getting a good deal, and especially if they think that that deal won't be available or it won't last for very long. This is why closeouts, this is why clearance sales do really well, because people know there's actual scarcity. If there's a time limit or some scarcity in some way where they aren't going to be able to get it, everybody wants it. A seventh thing we could do is we can offer personalized recommendations. Now this, again, can require a little bit of sophistication if we're doing it technologically online, but it can be done. It can also be done obviously in person. Somebody picks out a new pair of shoes. Listen, this tie and those socks go fantastic with it. I think they look great with your complexion, your skin tone, and with those shoes. You can offer personalized recommendations, and because it's personal, people feel special about that, and they also feel like it's specific for them. So it makes it special and it makes it more desirable. If we're doing this in an automated way online, you've already seen this. People who have purchased this product have also bought this and this. Should we add these to the cart in one click? Amazon does this, a lot of other retailers do it, and any online merchant can do this as well. It basically just uses back-end technology that once the person logs in, it either identifies their personal past in terms of what they've purchased and makes recommendations, or maybe stuff they've looked at but didn't buy. It will recommend those, or it will look at the database from everyone who's bought that product that they're buying and make recommendations based on what everyone else has bought. Either way, it appears as though it's a personalized recommendation, so it's far more effective and targeted in terms of being able to make sales. We can always offer anything to someone when they're buying. If they're buying a new pair of shoes, we could say, hey, are you interested in a refrigerator at the same time? And there's a chance we might make a sale, but it's unlikely because it's totally unrelated. When we do it in a way where it is personalized and it's connected to the original offer, that is where it becomes really powerful. So we can use customer data and purchase history to provide personalized product recommendations either based on their own history or based on the history of other people who have bought that from us. And when we tailor suggestions to their preferences, that's going to increase the likelihood that they're going to want to buy additional from us. An eighth thing that we can do is add-ons and accessories. Okay, these are brilliant and these work like a charm. Again, one of the most famous and popular implementations of this is at the car dealership. You go into the car dealership and you go to buy your car, and then they tell you the sports model has these fancy rims, and it's got tinted windows, and it's got the roll bar, it's got the sunroof, and it's got the spoiler on the back. Are you sure maybe you want to get that instead? There are all these little add-ons. Are they necessary to drive the car? Nope. Are they ultimately going to probably make a big difference in the performance of the car? Nope. But it's something that looks good. It's like an accessory and it's an add-on. In a clothing store, you might see this with jewelry, or a jewelry store, other jewelry. You buy a necklace, what about these earrings? You buy a dress, what about this bracelet? Right? Those kinds of things. Any kind of add-ons, accessories, a purse, a belt, shoes, like all these things go together. And when someone's buying one, it makes sense for them to want to buy the others. So again, this also can be done online, digitally, or it can be done in person at point of purchase, or obviously any other sales mechanism on the phone or whatever else. But we can promote add-on products or accessories that enhance the functionality or enjoyment of the main purchase. So when we were doing the computer business, one of the things that we used to do is when someone bought a new CPU, just not a whole computer, but the chip itself to speed up their computer. What a lot of people didn't realize is the other two factors of the speed of your computer is the amount of memory it has and the graphics card. So what we would do is I train my staff to say, if they were buying a CPU, listen, your computer's performance is based on the CPU and this will help. But memory is the second most important factor. And we're running a special on memory today. If you're interested, we can give you an additional X amount for X dollars. The third thing, by the way, is the graphics card. And that's what we would do. And so we could add on the accessories and add-ons to additional things. Another good example of this is phone cases, right? So if someone buys a cell phone, you can get a phone case, screen protector, headphones. Everybody wants that stuff when they get a smartphone because you're going to need that at some point. A ninth thing that we could do is we could do free shipping thresholds. We've all seen this in clothing stores. You order over a certain amount, shipping is free. So when you put the first thing in the cart and it's $38 and you're like, at $50 I get free shipping. You know what? I wasn't really going to buy this shirt, but I think I'll get that too. Oh, that's only $10. Now I'm at $49.99. I need one more thing. Then we throw in another thing. By the time we're done, we bought 3 things that we weren't even planning to get. Because ultimately it saves us anyway, because we're going to have to pay for the shipping. So we offer free shipping over a certain amount, or priority service or whatever else, if it's a digital download, then that's or some kind of a bonus, free gift or whatever, then that will allow people to want to spend more, so that way they can reach those thresholds, they feel like they're saving, and we're actually making more sales. A 10th thing is post-purchase recommendations. My industry in software is famous for this. We do the instant upsell at checkout for software. So someone buys the base software package, and before they even hit the members area, the first thing they see is another page that says, hey, welcome and congratulations. You made a great decision buying X, Y, or Z. Now, before you get to the members area, let me just share this with you. You can get all these extra features if you buy this upgrade right now. Once you leave this page, it disappears. So it forces them to make the decision on the spot. And it's an instant decision. And believe it or not, while some people think that might sound very aggressive, the best time to sell to somebody is right after they've purchased. They're in the purchase mind frame, and it's been proven time and time again, it works. You can convert up to 60, 70% sometimes on a direct upsell after. And by the way, we have a whole funnel with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upsells. and they will all make sales after each and every individual sale. So it flat out works. After a customer completes a purchase, we want to suggest related or complementary products that they might have missed or some kinds of upgrades. And again, it can be done through email marketing where we send it out along with their access details. It can be done at point of purchase, on a confirmation page, whatever. 11th thing we can do is special promotions for high spending customers. There was a retail store in my neighborhood that used to do this. They were famous for it. They had the members only private sale where you got to go in 3 hours before the actual doors opened that day for an exclusive members only sale if you were a member of their VIP club. So you could cherry pick all the best values, get all the stuff before they opened the stores and the floodgates came running in, and now you're fighting with other people to get the stuff. It was a very popular thing that tons of people took advantage of because everybody wanted the ability to get that. And you feel special. You get to get in before everybody else. So those are always very popular and work really well. And again, that also can be done online. You can automate access for something and send it out early for certain people. And then the 12th thing is a sense of exclusivity. We can offer limited edition versions of products, signed versions of products, premium editions, whatever it is. Any of these other kinds of things that can be added and only offered to the select group of customers that are the VIP club or whatever it is. When people feel like there's something that they can do that makes it exclusive, they want to be a part of that. So all of those 12 tactics can help us increase our average sale per customer, and all of that in turn generates more revenue, sales, and profit for the business. So the takeaway here is that one of the easiest ways to grow sales, revenue, and profits is to get customers who already buy from us to buy more and spend more. They already believe in our products or services, and they already made the decision to buy from us, which is the toughest decision to get a prospect to make. By offering them special deals and giving them easy chances to get more, we can make our customers happy and generate more sales and revenue at the exact same time.